What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Buccaneers franchise, episode 30. And today, guys, it is the conference championship game. Now, this season has been a whirlwind because we had some up and down moments. We started winning a lot towards the end. We got into the playoffs. We won the division. And then we got the one last hurrah scenario. And I swear this thing has pushed us to new heights because this team has seemed unbeatable since that scenario came into play. We destroyed the Cowboys last week. It wasn't until I simmed the rest of the game that they even scored points. I have a sneaky suspicion that between the one last hurrah and between the issue that started happening about a month ago with the fatigue could have affected things. And I don't know, because it just seems like since that update, this team is almost unbeatable. And while they fixed the computer handling fatigue to some degree, they never fixed it fully. I just have a feeling this is sort of half right and half mechanical issue with the game, if that makes sense. So we're just gonna play it out and see what happens. I mean, if this leads to a Super Bowl, it leads to a Super Bowl. But there's so much left to go over. There's still so much left to see and to learn about this team and about this franchise as a whole, regardless of how this season plays out. I don't plan on stopping the Buccaneers franchise. You know, yes, the goal is to win a Super Bowl, but every story can be different, right? The last two series I've done, we haven't been able to get a Super Bowl, at least a win. We've appeared in one or two of them. I've never been able to get a Super Bowl victory. While yes, once you get a Super Bowl, it's sort of like there's the ending of that chapter. I don't think that has to be the case with every situation, and I don't want it to be the case with this Buccaneers team, because there are a lot of veterans on this team. There are a lot of people that are going to be getting older, and they're going to have to move on. And there's a whole nother generation of players coming into this league as we continue throughout this story. So regardless of what happens this year, I have no plans at this moment to just throw away the Buccaneers franchise just because of some fluke Super Bowl win if we end up getting it. So we're just going to continue with the story and just see where it takes us. So today we have the Eagles. They are coming to Tampa, and the winner will go to the Super Bowl. And it's going to either be the Chiefs or the Ravens that we take on. There's really not much else to talk about. Let's go ahead, check out the Eagles once again, and then we'll get straight to the game. The last time we faced this team, they did not have Jalen Hurts. They were run by Dontrell Samuel, a rookie quarterback that they drafted that sort of is out of place now on this team, and one that I mentioned would be an awesome candidate to try and trade for if I so choose for a Trey Lance replacement. We talked about that quite a few episodes ago now. But Jalen Hurts is back, and he is very good. 96 overall, X-Factor quarterback. It's going to be a tough battle with him in the lineup. DeAndre Swift at running back, A.J. Dillon behind him, and Kenneth Gainwell as well. They have a very strong running game. At wide receiver, Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown are here, along with Keegan Douglas, another awesome rookie that they picked up this offseason. Richie James and Victor Bolden. If I'm not mistaken, I believe either Keegan Douglas or somebody was gone. There was some injuries to this team when we faced them in the regular season, but it looks like they are fully healthy right now. Dallas Goedert at tight end. The line is still the same. Jordan Mailata, Landon Dickerson, Keontae Samuel. They had a great rookie draft class. Samuel, Douglas, well, and the other Samuel. Two Samuels and a Douglas on offense, and all of them contributed right away. Cam Jurgens, and then Lane Johnson. So a very strong offensive line. Defensively, Leonard Floyd, Josh Sweat, Jalen Carter, and Jordan Davis. Probably one of the best young defensive tackle duos in the league. Hassan Reddick on the outside. Rashaan Evans in the middle. And Denzel Perryman on the other side. They also have a pretty decent corner room with Darius Slay Jr. leading the pack. James Bradbury behind him. Kelly Ringo and Mike Jackson Sr. Adrian Amos and Sidney Brown at the safety position. And last week, they beat the Vikings 35-24 in Minnesota. Jalen Hurts didn't have a huge day, but it was efficient. 195, 2 touchdowns, 73% completion. DeAndre Swift didn't have the biggest day, but he did average over 4.5 yards a carry, which is considered a pretty productive day. They had a hard time though containing Addison and Jefferson. 87 for one, 70 for the other. Not astronomical numbers, but now we know that we have the ability with our receivers to potentially find ways to get through this pass defense. And the Vikings actually did a good job of sort of keeping them in check. No receiver for them had over 70 yards. And Devontae Smith he had 2 touchdowns. He had both touchdowns thrown, but it was 4 catches, 34 yards. So they were able to keep him at bay with his speed. And looking at the track record here, the Eagles took out the San Francisco 49ers, and then they took out the Vikings. They have had some really tough competition this postseason, and now it is time for us to take them on and see which one of us can make it to the big game. Also, guys, I am very excited to share with you that I finished the scouting spreadsheet that I told you guys I was working on, and I am going to be putting it in the description below. And for all of you guys to keep track of things, use it for your own franchises if you'd like. The last time we talked about this, I mentioned, yes, this is a lot of extra work. I prefer doing the extra work and trying to make things more realistic and more of a challenge and really everything about it. I like the actual extra work, as weird as that sounds. So this is something that I'm really excited to share with you guys. I have every single player from our current draft class in this franchise in here, and here is the final product. So we knew we had the quarterbacks done. I also added a player notes area down here because Madden is really bad at, there's no way where you can go and look at all of the past stories for the season, right? If you miss it, it's gone. But now, if you get one for this position, what I've been doing, if you remember from the beginning of this season, Brian Anderson, one of like the lower quarterbacks on the, well, as you can see here, he's the last quarterback. He had a note saying that he took over the starting position for Yale. So what I'm doing is I'm adding their story in here, and then I'm just going to put stars on their name so that I know that there is a story below in the player notes section that I can refer to when I'm trying to make decisions. And I have one here for every single position. And I have all of the positions done. All the draftable ones anyway. I might add some undrafted guys at some point just because, you know, I like them. I think they might be good. But for now, it's everybody who had a draftable grade is on here. I don't have any kickers and punters because 90% of the time they don't have any draftable players and nobody really seems to draft them. So those guys are really easy to scout. They have A's at kick accuracy and kick power. Draft them. That's really all that matters when it comes to the kickers and punters, unfortunately. So everything else is here. The link for this is going to be in the description of this video. And I hope you guys will follow along and you guys give me your thoughts on some of these players and really just, you know, let's make some good decisions for the off season and for every season thereafter. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments as well if you're trying to use this and you're a little confused, but it is pretty self-explanatory. Follow along with how I have this stuff set. Spell it the exact same way that you see it, and you should have the little heat map here that you see for all of your positions. I just wanted to show you guys that and get it out there as soon as possible. And, you know, this is something that it's not like, oh, well, you're just getting this out halfway through Madden. This is a sheet that you can use for years. I mean, it's really simple. You know, I don't foresee Madden changing the way that we draft, considering they just changed it a couple of years ago. So this is probably going to be a relevant spreadsheet you can use for years to come. You know, and this is something that I got this idea. I got the idea to make another one from somebody in the comments section. I'm not remembering who it was exactly. They said they made a spreadsheet. I'm like, you know what? That's a really good idea. I should make another one. I've made these in the past, but they were a little different for leagues that I was in. And they are really helpful because you can see exactly how the players stack up against each other instead of having to go from one player to the next and try to remember what they had. And it's just so much easier this way. So I hope you guys enjoy. Let me know what you guys think of it down below. And without further ado, let's get to this weekly strategy. So with Jalen Hurts in tow and DeAndre Swift, I feel like this could be a week where they do some running, but I know the Philadelphia Eagles playbook and I know that they can stretch the field. So this passing yards, while it doesn't look very good, I just have a sneaky suspicion that they could run it well on us, that they could throw it on us. But I'm going to still stick with the inside run because they do have a heavy set of running in this playbook. And last week it worked so well for us that I think we should try to throw it medium again. It seemed to really unlock the offense and gave Lance some confidence in getting through his progressions and finding some open players. So we're going to go with throw it medium as well. And then as for the weekly game plan, I don't think we want to try to sack the quarterback 5 times. Hurts can move, just like Trey Lance can. And while you can get sacks, if you get too much pressure and you don't get the right pressure, you can actually leave a wide open running lane for a quarterback. So I don't know if that's going to be the best option for us this week. What I would like to do, however, is get ourselves a turnover. So we're going to go for 1 interception. Defensively, allow 24 points or less. Offensively, I think 350 is a good spot to be at. And then for the head coach game plan, win turnover battle. That's going to be important. All right, guys, you know the drill. I'm going to go ahead and do these mini games, and then I'll see you guys for the Eagles game. So we pick up things here after each team was not able to do anything on their opening drive. So this is the second drive for Philly as Swift takes it forward for 8. He was sort of he was doing some good things on the opening drive. They were running him a lot, and he was getting chunk yards, but then it ended up just fizzling out. 2nd and 2. And Hurts chucks it into the dirt. 3rd and 2 now. Yes, they started off really good on the ground, and then like towards midfield, it just sort of fizzled out. Oh my God, what a play. Oh my God. A huge completion to A.J. Brown. 23 yards, gets them across midfield. Hand off again to Swift. That time, not much there. Another handoff, and Swift down to the 39 again. And our run defense right now has just been very bad this game. 1st and 10 from the 39. Hurts drops back, looks short, incomplete. 2nd and 10. Oh, it's a read option. And that went nowhere. That was a very bad decision there by Philly. Good job of the defense staying home, reading it from both sides, and not giving up anything. Actually, a loss of 1. 3rd and 11. Hurts back, steps up in the pocket. He's going to run with it, and he will get the first down. Hurts under pressure. He goes down, Vita Vea. It only goes for a loss of 3, but hey, we shut it down. We told them we're going to send some heat. And Hurts finds Brown on that very next play. Lane Johnson is hurt. He is going to go to the sideline, and that could be good for us. Might help with our pressure. 3rd and 5 from the 20. Hurts takes the snap, steps up, lets it go, and he throws an interception right to Levante David. A big play by the defense. He threw it off balance, and it looked like he had Smith, but the bad throw brought it more inside, which is where David was. So the interception went nowhere. We stalled out, a quick 3 and out. And now Philly's got the ball once again at the 39. Hand off to Swift, and he is tracked down by David at the 40, only a gain of 1. Let's see if the defense can do its job again. Hurts back, looks over the middle, incomplete. 3rd and 9. Defense is playing very well for both sides so far. Well, except our defense with the ground game, but everything else we've been shutting down. As Hurts trying to get away, and he won't. Another sack. And a punt coming. And after the punt, we come back out here at the 23. Lance going to take a shot right away to Quez Watkins, and he gets the completion. Finally, we're already to the end of the first quarter. Our first couple of drives were just really bad. A few incompletions. We had one big play to James Blake, and then we took a sack, and finally seeing something positive after that catch, as we'll hand it off to Rachaad White for his second carry. And he'll only get a yard. But Philly right now outgaining us 107-35 for total yards. That is insane. Lance looking, he throws it away. Okay. Lance, big drop back. Under pressure, and Reddick chases him down for another sack. First one for Reddick. Second one, or third one for Philly. At the 22. Hurts takes the snap. Steps out of harm's way, fires it deep down the field. He's got Douglas, but he throws it short. And Dean able to bat it down. If he's able to throw that, well, obviously farther, but maybe just a little sooner, they might have had themselves a big touch or a big play there. Luckily for us, Hurts was a little off his game thanks to the pressure. And then a 5-yard play there to set up 3rd down. Hurts looking over the middle. He's got A.J. Brown to the 45, and Philly is going to move the chains. Another handoff. Swift up the middle. And my God, he has been just so hard to stop in this game. Like I said, the first couple of series I didn't show. But let me tell you, Swift has been a difference maker for this team. And there we go. It was a nice stop by Izzian. He followed him all the way down the line of scrimmage and makes the stop after a couple. 3rd and 3. Can we get off the field here? Hurts looking short. And it's a fumble. A fumble from Vita Vea. And we're going to get the ball at the 49. All right, so that fumble there was reviewed. It wasn't a fumble. And so Philly punted it. And now we're going to come back out here at the 24. Neither team has been able to get into field goal range today. Lance takes a snap. He's pushed back, fires over the middle, incomplete, looking for Watkins. He has had a very, very weird day today. He's been holding onto the ball quite a bit. And when he does throw it, it's throwaways. Hand off to Samuel, and he'll get 3. But right away, we're stuck in a 3rd and medium here. We just cannot get out of our own way. Lance looking for Blake. Got him. A nice play there. James Blake, as I mentioned, had the big catch earlier in this game on our first drive before we stalled out. And he comes through in the clutch there on 3rd down to move the chains, set us up nicely here at the 43. We're going to go back to Rachaad White. And White finally gets some space, juking his way inside the 45. Play action. Lance looking right side, left side, and he's got Taylor Wharton for another completion. 1st and 10 after the catch. Handoff. White gets a little running room, cuts it back inside, and he finds his way for 9 more. Lance on 2nd and short, throws it underneath, and Watkins holds on through the contact. And now we're in the red zone. Offset eye for White. Lance back, looking for Godwin, got him, shoved out at the 4. Finally finding something here in this game. Handoff, Samuel, nothing there. Philly did a good job of closing the gaps, and they track him down. It took a few defenders. Samuel's a big guy, but they get it done. 2nd and goal now. Handoff, White up the middle, stopped at the 1. That was close to being a touchdown. Let's see. We go right back to it here on 3rd and goal. Every time we see this, it's usually a Nick Morgan handoff, but no, it's Samuel, and he can't get it. Jalen Carter with a huge stop, but now do we go for it or take the points? And we're just going to take the points. I mean, they're hard to come by in this game, so when you have them sitting there, I guess it makes sense. He'll put it up and through, and we'll take a 3-0 lead. 1st and 10 for Philly. Down by 3. They're going to hand it off to Swift. And Swift will get 3 yards. And a quick throw, and somehow A.J. Brown holds on through all that contact for the 1st. A very impressive catch from A.J. Brown. And that brings us to the 2-minute warning. Already a whole half of football played. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, I thought that was going the other way. Devin White had a shot at a pick 6, and he could not corral it in. Oh, man. 2nd and 10. Hurts. This time he's able to connect with Goddard, and he'll get him for 7. Going no huddle here. 3rd and 3. Blitz coming. Hurts gets rid of it, and Goddard makes a catch. We'll move the chains. Still not using a timeout. They have 2 remaining. Another blitz. And this time it's Keegan Douglas on the catch, the rookie, over the middle. Another first down. And Philly still holding on to them timeouts. I think that's a good decision. Now into field goal range, essentially. Hurts lets it go short, and he's got, Vita Vea's hurt. Oh, no. That is not a good sign. Well, that'll end up stopping the clock for Philly. 2nd and 5 at the 30. And hopefully that is a short-term injury because he is such a key piece of this defense. Short throw to Smith, and he's down to the 21. And he was able to get out of bounds on top of it, conserving those timeouts for Philly. Hurts over the middle again, and Goddard down for another 10 yards to the 12. They used their first timeout finally after that one. 33 seconds left, 2nd and inches from the 12. They'll probably want to take a shot at the end zone, and they will. And Hurts finds a man. It's Devontae Smith in the back of the end zone. And Philly is going to take the lead heading into the break. And we are going to come out of halftime down by 4 after that Philly touchdown to close things out in the first half. And it has been a very different game today. So far this postseason, we have been able to sort of have our way with defenses. And today, we just haven't been able to get much going at all. Nice little 4-yard run there for Rachaad White. Trey Lance has looked very out of whack. A lot of throwaways, a lot of off-target throws. I think he's like 6 of 13 or something right now. Oh, there we go. Nice completion on the sideline to Watkins. Gets us the first down. He's 7 of 15. Okay. So he was 6 of 14 before that play. Luckily, our defense, I think, has been playing really well. Outside of course, that touchdown drive. Oh my God, that was almost picked. Thank God that was dropped. He threw that way too late. Darius Slay read that to perfection, just a step behind. 2nd and 10 now. Lance looking deep. Got Watkins. He put it up high. I thought he was going farther downfield, and Watkins goes up and gets it. Big completion. Gets us down to the 45. And it's a handoff to White. Oh, he gets tripped up by Reddick, still moving. And he'll get 5 more. And he's turned this day into a pretty decent one. 7 carries, 41 yards. Now it's a handoff to Samuel. Oh, a nice juke move, and it'll get us the first down. I was wondering if maybe I should start beefing up Samuel's elusive stuff too, man. Make him like an all-around back. Throw it short to Blake, and he is shut down at the line. Hand off to White, gets outside. Nice maneuvering to find 6 yards. And here goes Lance inside. It's incomplete. And we're going to have to settle for 3 again. Philly back out on offense. Still up by 1. And they're going to hand... Oh, no, it's read option. Why did he not go outside? I'm happy for it, because he ran right into the only defenders we had on that side of the field, but it's a dumb decision by Jalen Hurts. Ends up giving us a nice stop there, what could have been like a 15, 20-yard play. There was nobody on that side of the field. Oh, we send heat. Oh, nice play by Dean. Douglas could not haul it in. As soon as that ball hit him, Dean hit him as well. 3rd and 7. We could get ourselves a quick stop here. Hurts finding Goddard. We're sending a lot of heat today, which I usually appreciate, but right now we're not getting home. And that's sort of what gave away that last drive too. Like a few different plays there, we try to send pressure and we're not able to get through the line, and it's just leaving one-on-ones out in space. As Swift takes it, 14 for 66 for him. We've started to sort of control the run game a little bit more. The first few drives, it was just insane. Okay, yeah, just, okay. Yep, I had to say it. He'll rip one off for 12 yards as soon as I say that. Well, you know what I mean. All right. 1st and 10. Handoff. And Swift will only get a yard. One thing I've noticed is Vita Vea has not come back on the field yet. Logan Hall is filling in for him. But that is not a good sign. 2nd and 9. Hurts steps up. Lets it go to Douglas. That time he makes the catch, reaching forward. But he'll still be marked short. 3rd and 1 coming up. Swift in the backfield. He's tuckered out. Let's see if they're going to go to him on this short yardage play. They will not. Hurts is going to throw it, and it's incomplete. A rush throw is going to force another punt. Philly just went for a fake. And he gets sacked instead. And now we're going to have the ball all the way at the 45. What a dumb decision that was. And Lance looking to make him pay, looking for the fullback underneath, could not connect. We have to get points on this drive now. We have to make them pay for that in these kind of games. 2nd and 10. Lance pushed out of the pocket, throws it, finds Godwin. He'll get him to the 40. Godwin has been very quiet today. Well, I guess really everybody's been quiet today. It's been a rough day for throwing as Lance spins around, finds Otten on the outside, but he's not going to have enough for the first, so we're going to have to settle for 3 again. No, we're going to go for it. Okay. You know, I sort of like this. It's a championship game. 4th and 2. Hand it off. White gets the first. That's a big conversion. That's what Philly should have done. If they wanted to go for it on a 4th and short like that, just you know, try to run it. Like, why try to fake punt? Morgan in motion. Hand off to Samuel. He cuts it outside. He gets a block into the secondary. Down to the 23. Nice running from Taquan Samuel. And Lance looking to take the shot, and he overshoots it. Watkins was covered by Slay, and I don't know. I mean, that would have been a tough catch regardless. But he gave him a shot. Maybe it'll keep Philly's defense a little honest now and open up some things underneath for us. Oh, well, it would have if he would have completed that. Come on, Lance. At some point, we got to stop kicking field goals. Uh-oh, pushed out. Fires. Oh, no, it's intercepted. It's Bradbury. Oh, man. He tried to throw it under pressure, and Bradbury was just in the right spot at the right time. And now Philly gets a turnover of their own with 2:20 left in the 3rd. Another read option, and that goes nowhere. Wow, he took a shot from Levante David. Man, if that was the NFL, that would totally have been a 15-yard penalty. He would have been fined. He had a little FedEx envelope in his locker on Tuesday. And oh my God, wide open, it's Douglas. Thank God Winfield was able to track him down because there was nobody else back there. And now Philly has an opportunity here. 1st and 10. They'll hand it off to Swift. Swift runs straight into the back of Devontae Smith, and you only get 3. I think what has kept Philly in front in this game for the most part and sort of controlling the narrative has been that they've actually tried to establish the run. Oh, big play there from A.J. Brown. He's gone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Those are the kind of plays a big body receiver could make. Breaks the tackle and then does the rest. And Philly is going to extend that lead. 1st and 10 now, 14-6. Lance comes out here. We got to get something here. We need some points. We're only down by a touchdown. And oh man, he couldn't hold on. He put it up a little high. If he puts that a little farther down and maybe a little farther outside, Watkins is able to make that catch before the contact. A good play by the secondary, though, as he'll find Godwin off to the side. And he'll get to the 32. And that play brought us to the end of the 3rd. It seems like this game just started, and here we are in the 4th quarter. 3rd and inches, I formation. Lance is going to hand it off to Samuel, and he'll get the first down. Nice job. Rashad White now takes the handoff, cuts it up inside, and he'll get 4. Another handoff, this one to Samuel. Juke outside, but there was too many defenders. And that's gonna push us to a 3rd down, 3rd and 3. Once again, I formation. And it's another handoff, and Samuel gets it. Nice job up front, opening up that lane. And Samuel does the rest. 1st and 10. Finally in Philly territory here. As Lance over the middle to Blake, makes the catch, and he is down to the 40. We just need Lance to step up. He's done it the last 2 games. And there's another one to White. I sort of like this game plan, right? Lance has been struggling all day. It's still a controllable game. He just threw an interception. Let the running game do the work. I'm liking it right now. Another handoff, White. And he is just met by so many Eagles defenders. Half the defense was over there. 2nd and 9, we're in field goal range now. That's good. Play action rollout for Lance, and he's gonna go down. It's Sullivan on the sack. 3rd and 16. And now we need a big play. Godwin in the slot. Maybe we can get a mismatch here to Godwin. Oh no, he's gonna take a shot to Watkins, and it's batted down. Oh man. And now it's time for a super long field goal. 54-yard attempt for McClellan. If we get this, we pull within 5. It's up. And he missed. He missed it wide right. Oh, man. And now Philly will start from their own 44. Hand off to Swift. He gets outside. He's got plenty of room. 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown Philly in 1 play. The Eagles set the edge perfectly. Dean takes a really bad pursuit angle, but there was some blocking, and then Swift just does the rest. What a play from Philly. And that right there, I mean, we need to do some work now. It is 21-6, 7.5 to go, and this offense is struggling bad. This game is now going to be on him. We tried the run approach last drive, and it was working, but then we missed a field goal. We couldn't convert on that final 3rd down. We took a sack, and now it's going to be on Trey Lance to lead us back in this game. The handoff to Samuel on the first play, he'll get 4 yards. James Bradbury is hurt. That is key right there. That could give us a big mismatch here on these final couple of drives. Lance goes short for Blake. He makes the catch. 5 for 64 today for Blake. The handoff, White. Oh, wow, he got stood up. We have a full set backfield. I'm not sure why we're doing this. Okay, we're going to throw out of it. Lance with a big drop back. Lets it go to the fullback. Morgan breaks off of a tackle, and he gets out of bounds at the 41. And that right there shows it. We've been 3rd in passing offense this season, and today we barely have cracked. We haven't even gotten to 150 yards. Lance looking short, and he misses the throw. Oh my God. And now we're going to go for it. Down by 2 scores at this point. It makes sense. But we need a conversion here. Lance looks over the middle. It's incomplete. He had Godwin one-on-one on the outside and instead goes to double-covered backup tight end underneath. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I just saw. I saw this as soon as the play happened. I saw Godwin break free. And I understand Otten might be the main target here. I get that. But you have to be able to make this decision here. Look at this. Look at Godwin break free there. The safety abandons. That's a touchdown. It is a touchdown. And instead, you throw it here where the safety crashed. I mean, look at Godwin. He's on a backup corner because Bradbury just got hurt. And he beats his man off the line in a situation where the safety crashes down into the box, literally giving us a touchdown right there. We just can't have that kind of stuff happening. And now Philly, because of that, has the ball at our 41. Swift spins off of contact, and he'll still get only a yard. But that right there, guys, is what I've been talking about all season. You have to be able to make that decision right there. And now Philly is taking the approach to just run this clock out, and I can't blame them. Now under 4 minutes, we need to get a stop right here. We cannot let them get this first. And he gets it. No, incomplete. He didn't get his feet down. That's big. And now they're going to take a long field goal themselves. If we can get them to miss this, that would at least turn the tides back in our favor. It's up. Oh, he made it. Jake Elliott puts it through. And here we go again. Lance coming back on the field, down by 18 points. We need 3 scores in 4 minutes and 40 seconds. This is going to be tough. Lance over the middle. He finds... No, he did not fumble that. Okay, it was recovered. Wharton coughed it up on the hit, it looked like. But we recovered it. They won't even review it. That was almost disastrous, too. Lance, where are you going? Where are you? Throw it! Throw it! Oh, my gosh. This man is 16 of 35, guys. He's done this religiously. He'll give us 2 or 3, sometimes even 4 huge games. Finally, get a completion. Watkins open over the middle. But at some point, he always comes back down to one of these big games here and just crumbles. And, oh my gosh. The One Last Hurrah was supposed to push us to the Super Bowl. And we can't even get a juiced up Trey Lance to lead us there. Go in. Oh, God, throw it up, man. Again, he had Godwin open over the top. And he throws a bullet. And now 4th and 16. I mean, now we're asking for Hail Mary prayers here. Hit as he throw, but he completes it. There we go. Finds Trey Palmer open in the seam. That was big. But I have a feeling it's too little too late here. We need a play, and we need it fast. And there it is. Nathan Gibbons for the touchdown. I don't even know how he got in the game. But he makes the play. And now we might finally, maybe we have a shot. Oh boy, we're going for an onside kick. I don't like this at all. Yep. Yeah. I would have rathered us kick it and just try to get a stop. I really would have. I understand we need 11 points, but Madden cannot make an onside kick work right. They've been trying for literally a decade plus. And oh wow, thank God Ryan Neal makes that tackle. If he does not make that tackle, that is a touchdown again. That brings us to the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 10 coming up here for Philly. But yeah, that open field tackle by Ryan Neal was crucial. Because we're not looking at 2nd and 10. We're looking at 31-13 if that's not for him making that play. And off to Swift. Swift gets outside. And once again, he gets to the edge. Dean has got to do a better job of crashing on that and making a play. That right there is pretty much game. Yeah. Or that one is. I don't know. And now we have to call our timeouts. And Philly is gonna walk out of here with the win. Yep, there it is. They are going to come into our house in a season that we had literally everything going in our favor. Plus, like, what felt like 200 morale. And you still saw it in our defense today against a very good offense. But Trey Lance comes out here and throws like 25 incompletions, an interception, not making good decisions. And because of that, we are going to go home in the championship game. Lavonte David is going to retire without a Super Bowl. Well, another one, I should say. But what a horrible way to end this season. We stole the Cowboys' momentum. We did everything right. And when we needed our quarterback to just not lose the game, he did just that. And now Philly rubs it in our face with a last-second field goal. And we are going home. Lavonte, you were one game away from the Super Bowl. It must be tough knowing that you might not get this chance again. Definitely. I don't know if I'll be back. The dream is to go out on top, so to get this close, it's tough. But I'm not ready to make that decision yet. Lavonte David is pondering his future following the playoff loss. I really thought this was our year. I really did. Especially after the Cowboys game, I was completely convinced we were going to the Super Bowl. And we ended up finishing the day with 246 through the air. And Trey Lance was 20 of 40. 50% completions. He took 5 sacks. A rating of 67.2. And we didn't even let Jalen Hurts go off. He was held to 231, 2 touchdowns. We even got an interception. We had a couple of sacks. The rushing did get out of hand at the end, but that big run at the end really inflated these numbers. And our defense, I thought, for what we know our defense is, played rather well. But we just could not sustain anything on offense at all. And, like we've said before, we've seen this before. Lance will give us a game or two. He'll still have those errant throws. And, he'll make it look like he's ready to take that next step. And then it always is 2 steps backwards. And this game showed that again. Not only have we seen him do this when we don't have all the extra juice behind us with the morale. I mean, our team had +8s on some players because of all the extra morale from that one last hurrah. And of course, beating that scenario last week against the Cowboys. We had so much extra morale. And if you guys don't know this, I'm sure you do, but I'll just say it anyway. It literally raises the ratings of all your players. It will give them pluses to multiple seriously important categories. And for us to have all of that and be at home to just come out like that, that's upsetting. And that's how the season is going to end. Now, I'm not sure how I want to work the offseason yet. I would love to do a live stream for the offseason. I really, really would. But there's 2 things to that. One, I'm not 100% sure if my PC can handle it. I don't know what it is, but my OBS setting is a little weird. I've tried to do some test streams, just to see if things are looking okay. And for some reason, everything looks grainy. And I can't figure it out. I'm not the best at this kind of stuff. I'm really not. So, I mean, if any of you guys know something that could help me with that, I've tried looking at videos, but I can't explain what the issue is very well. But it says it's running in 1080p. I'm not having any drop rates, or I'm not dropping any frames. And I'm running a solid 60, which is what Madden allows. I'm wondering if it's because I record in 1920, if it's streaming in 1920. And YouTube live streams at 1080, if the OBS studio being over the resolution that YouTube is allowing it to be, if that is causing it to look grainy, if maybe I need to bring down the resolution for streaming to 1080. Again, if any of you know, please let me know, because I would love to be able to do some live streams for this stuff, especially the off season. The other part to that, if I was to do a live stream, I can't do it during the week. I just don't have the time with work and my child, and I just don't have the time to be doing that. It's gonna be a 4 or 5 hour process. It'd have to be like a Saturday afternoon. So if that is the case, the live stream would just take place like next Saturday, if I can get it to work right. But if I can't get the stream to work right, then it's gonna have to just be a video. So let me know what you guys think of that. And again, like I said, if you guys are familiar with OBS, if you've streamed before, if you can let me know if maybe that setting is what's causing the grainy look when I'm live, that would be awesome, because I do want to do live streams with you guys and be able to talk with you guys in the chat. But yeah, so let me know what your thoughts are for that. And as for this video, as you know, that's all I have for you. Thank you guys so much for watching. Before heading out, make sure you leave a like, hit that subscribe button if you are new here or you have not already. I know there's quite a few of you out there that are watching but are not subscribing. Please, it helps a lot. And then turn on that bell notification as well so you know when these videos go up. And I will see you guys next time.